Chris from Philippines and welcome to my channel! Minasan, konnichiwa! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today, I am reacting to how Tokyo subway keeps on time, clean and safe by Live Where I'm From channel. So without further ado, let's play the video.
1番線はエアポート快特羽田空港行きです。次は泉岳寺に停まります。
Hello world. Every day there are nearly 3 million trips taken on Tokyo's subway system, Toei. And that's only a fraction of the 40 million train trips that are taken in the Tokyo metropolitan area. That's because there are nearly 50 different railway operators in Greater Tokyo.
Whoa.
So, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government, which hangs out in this building, runs these 4 subway lines on the map. And that's only 4 out of the over 150 rail lines in Greater Tokyo. Today, we'll see how these 4 lines are kept safe, clean, convenient, and on time. In fact, so on time that if there is a train delay, workers can go online and issue themselves a late slip. What I'm sure everyone wants to know is how they push people into the trains during peak hours. But I'm sorry to report that while it does happen at certain times on certain train lines, this doesn't happen on any of the Toei lines. Doesn't mean it's not busy though. At Shinjuku Station, there are about 312,000 passengers that use it daily. However, we're at a less busy station, Tocho-mae, on the Uedo line, which has about 52,000 passengers who use it daily. Moving so many people around safely requires the cooperation and coordination of technology, staff, and passengers. Let's first talk about a basic safety feature, which is the Yubi-sashi Kakunin system, where station staff use their fingers to check the safety of trains and passengers.
電車が入ってくるときに、電車の前面の表示がちゃんと予定通りの電車が入ってきてるかどうか、まず線路に誰もいないか、ホームにちゃんと電車が入ってきても大丈夫かをまずホームよしで、こうやって入ってきたら 23A って書いて全部よしってこう前を確認します。23予定通りに入ってきましたよで確認します。で今ここの中でお客様がここで列車に触れることがないかどうかっていう今ホームで確認して停止するまで確認して、はい、ご乗車ありがとうございました。はい、ご乗車ありがとうございました。終点でございます。ご乗車ありがとうございました。はい、OK です。はい、OK です。はい。よし。お、よし。
Barriers have been put in place on all 4 train lines, but the installation is still in progress on the Asakusa line since it has unique challenges. The biggest one is that many operators and trains use the same set of tracks. To get from Narita to Haneda Airport, a rider will first start off on the Keisei line. However, without exiting the train, they'll magically transfer to the Asakusa line. And then after a bit, they'll do the same feat again for the KQ line before arriving at Haneda Airport. Working with different trains and operators meant that a new solution had to be implemented to coordinate the arrival of trains and the opening of the safety barrier doors. That solution is these QR codes called Homu Door, which, yes, is the English word for home door. It's quite simple. QR codes are placed on specific doors, and when they are scanned by the overhead readers, the barriers will open up as long as the right doors show up at the right spots. For example, this is train car 2, door 3. It's exactly where it should be, so the safety barriers open up. The doors can also be operated manually by the station staff.
で今ここに全部のこのドアの開閉とかが全てここで立ってて、はい、今は全部ドアが閉まってますよという表示になっています。運転士がボタンで操作してドアの開閉を行ってますので、駅のものはそこにちゃんとお客様が怪我しないように、それから駆け込み乗車がないように、それから挟まっているものがないとか、そういう安全をまず確認するというのが駅の係の役目になっています。
Something that can be operated by everyone is the emergency stop button.
この非常停止ボタンを押してもらうと、電車が止まれると。柵があるので人が落ちることはまずないんですけども、 それでも電車の扉の間からストンと落ちちゃう方がはいとかいらっしゃいました。はい、でそうです、ここの駅全部が止まってしまう。すべてのここにいる電車全部止まってしまう。
Equally as important as getting passengers in and out of trains quickly and safely is getting them into the train stations through the gates. A couple decades ago, people buying tickets at the machines was the norm, as was having to manually calculate the fare from point A to B, which is no easy task if you're riding on multiple lines. But nowadays, there's basically no point unless you fear the government tracking your movements because the IC cards are so convenient to tap your way through. I was actually quite excited to get a phone with a built-in chip inside, so that I don't even need to carry a card with me anymore.
今9割が IC って今、なっています。いわゆる磁気とかそういう特別な紙の券とかいったのは1割以下。
Faster, convenient.
With all the passengers on the trains and in the stations, manners are very important in keeping things running smoothly. On the trains, you can see a series of short videos explaining good etiquette.
Wet umbrellas. Oh my goodness. Oh, cute.
車内で実際には飲んだり食べたりダメだよっていうのは空いている車内に置いてやった時は誰も不快に思わないと思うんですけど。
But yeah, most trains in Tokyo are crowded with people, so he said it's generally not a good idea to eat and drink on a train. If you've had the pleasure of riding on trains in Japan, then you've probably seen young elementary school kids doing it on their own. I talked with Suzuki-san about how some people from overseas are surprised about this.
逆に海外の方から見てそう思われるということは、なんで海外だとそれが可能じゃないのかっていうのを逆にってことは怖い人がいるからなんでしょうか。逆にその方が不思議で、日本鉄道というものはそもそも安全だと、だから乗る人もそれがみんな安全な乗り物だと思って乗せてもらってるので、子供でももちろん塾へ通うとか学校へ通うんだったら子供同士でもと。
4番線は光が丘行きです。
When riding on Japanese trains, as with living in Japanese society, you're always expected to think about how your actions affect others. This is taught at an early age, as witnessed by these booklets elementary school kids receive. For example, talking on a phone is considered rude because it would make the train noisy, not allowing people to relax. On the other hand, they're taught how they can help out passengers with different needs. Along with accommodating small children, the system is also designed to be barrier-free, allowing people in wheelchairs to easily get in and out of trains.
ここの駅だいたい10ミリ以内で抑えられてますので、まずスロープ板がなくてもお客様自身で乗り降りができるようにバリアフリーな構造になっているホームです。ここの場合は直線なんですけども、カーブしている駅においてはどうしてもやはり電車との距離が空いてしまうので、そこの場合にはスロープ板出してお客様を乗せていたっていうことはやってます。設計の段階でちょうど車椅子スペースのところにエレベーターがあればお客様移動するのが短くて済むっていうので、大体エレベーターが中ほどにあります。で車椅子スペースが大体車両の一本の車両の中ほどにあるような形で設計は、されています。
The designs go beyond just the platform and only being helpful to those with wheelchairs. It's meant to help blind people with canes, parents with strollers, and people with medical needs, like with these bathrooms that can accommodate those with colostomy bags, which is why the term universal design is often used. With so many people commuting, there's bound to be lost items. I've personally lost and received back items 3 times. Twice it was my backpack, once it was my tripod. Each time the missing item was found in under an hour. How could this be?
どこに置きましたか？網棚です。それ傘だと手すりですと。私どもの職員が降りてきて、実際、今このマイクを使って電車を止めて、今遺失物の捜索を行っておりますと。少々お待ちくださいと言って、その間に捜索します。 あまり長時間列車を止めておくと運行に支障が出ちゃいますので、やはり、1分とか止めるのが限界だと思います。
All lost items get entered into a centralized computer system so that any station can search for lost items. Every month, roughly 10,000 lost items are found, with the number one thing being umbrellas. You can easily tell that Tokyo's rainiest month is in September. You can also see when winter comes around, as the number of found gloves spikes. The number 2 lost item? Cash, which is not to be confused with wallets and purses. Something viewers of my past train videos often comment on is how clean the train system appears. This comes down to the passengers mostly following etiquette, but also to the cleaning staff that are prowling the stations.
Wow, very clean.
There are first trains and last trains, so for riders, it may seem like it's a system that sleeps a bit. But for the train staff, it's a system that never sleeps.
基本駅の係員は基本24時間勤務なので、先ほど8時50分交代でに点呼出て、で9時から9時まで、一応基本9時から9時ってなってるんです。電車が止まってる間仮眠で、留車担当の人とそれから始発担当の人でそれぞれ休憩時間が仮眠する時間がずらしてあります。だからそれで例えば2人で勤務してたとしたら、2人が早番、2人が終車の担当ですよというふうにして勤務してもらうという形で対応している。
Before the train staff pack it in for the night, they need to clear the train, especially at a terminal station like this one.
一番大変なのは、夜の遅い時間、酔客の人が車内から出ないとか、もう、そういう方を起こしてですね、それで起きていただいて、もうここに出すだけでも大変。ほとんど毎日のようにはだいたいでここまでぐっすり眠られてきて、で起こされると不満で、起こすんではないと、お客様終点ですと、うるさいと、なかなか降りてくれないと、今みたいにこんなすぐドアが開け閉めできればいいんですけど、その間ずっとドア開けたまんま電車まで出れませんので、なるべく最初1人の係員が対応してるんですけど、ここ先ほど見ていても2人いますので、その後2人で抱えてで出すというような、やってます。そうですね、こちらの方に座っていただいて、で座っていってももう文句ばかり言ってますので、しばらくね。
Since this is daytime, this clearing operation went rather smoothly though.
ご乗車ありがとうございました。終点でございます。そうなんか今1人いたみたいで、今1人降ろしてました。
He's so accommodating.
I asked how they handled visitors with questions.
海外の方が日本に来られた時に不安に思っているようなことがあれば、逆に私たちが教えていただければ、その辺をクリアしていくと、もっと日本に来た時、私ども鉄道を利用した時に快適に利用できるかなと思うので、逆にその辺を教えてもらえればなとは思っています。
でもデートプラン教えてくださいっていうのはありました全く決まってないので、ちょっとデートしたいんですけどどこがいいですかっていうのを何がしたいですかっていうのを聞いて、お買い物なのか、それとも水族館だったりどこかこう見るところがいいのかっていうのをまず質問しました。
While you can ask for anything, most people query for help navigating the system, like my wife is pretending to do. The bigger stations have dedicated concierges that are up to this task.
Whoa. Oh wow guys, what a very interesting video. And Japanese subway are really clean, on time, and people riding the subway are really so polite and respectful. There are some people who sleep on the train. Well, it happens anywhere guys, and it's understandable. And there are so many subway lines in Tokyo. Wow, amazing Tokyo. Well, anyway, thank you so much guys for watching with me. I'll see you in my next video.